Let me show you how to check if the tumbler inside of the dryer is tumbling or not. Set the timer on any setting that the dryer is supposed to be tumbling on. Open the dryer door and activate the door switch by pressing and holding the switch actuator in. Press the push to start switch to get the dryer running. As you can see, the dryer tumbler is not tumbling. If the motor is running okay, but the tumbler is not tumbling, most likely the problem is a broken belt. Let me show you how to install a belt on your Whirlpool, Kenmore, Estate, KitchenAid, or Roper gas or electric dryer. Disconnect your electric or gas dryer from the wall outlet. Remove these screws under the lint filter cover. Place a spatula between the top and front panels and pry it out to unhook the top panel from the holding clips. Lift the top panel and lean it against the wall. As you can see here, the belt is broken. All you can see is the mark of the belt. Turn the tumbler by hand until the screws from one of the baffles are lined up like this. Remove this screw. Get a piece of wire coat hanger and cut it a little longer than these 2 points so you could bend the ends, like this. Hook one end of the wire to the cabinet and the other end hook it up to the hole on the baffle that you removed the screw from. This will hold the tumbler in place while you install the new belt. Use a small screwdriver like this to disconnect the wire harness on the door switch. You will need to remove these 2 screws to remove the front panel. Go ahead and remove the screws. Lift the front panel from each corner to disengage the panel from the bottom hooks and then remove the panel. This is the reason that I use a coat hanger wire. It holds the drum in place while you're replacing the belt. Place the belt over the tumbler. Align it with the mark on the tumbler that the old belt left behind. This is the way that the belt should look on the tumbler when installed right. And this is the way that the belt should look on the tumbler when installed wrong. So make sure you got it the right way. Set the idle pulley in place and hold it with your right hand. Grab the belt with your left hand and place it over the wheel and through the idle pulley like this. Push the idle pulley with your left hand and with your right hand place the belt on the motor pulley. That is the way to install the belt on the motor pulley. Make sure that when you install the front panel, you hook it to the bottom holding clips first. Also, make sure that the tumbler rides on the felt bearing on the front panel and go ahead and screw the holding screws. Tighten the 2 front panel holding screws. Now if you're using a power tool like I'm doing, just be careful you don't strip the screw hole. Connect the door switch to the wire harness. Remove the holding wire from the tumbler and install the baffle holding screw. Again, if you're using a power tool, be careful you don't strip the hole on the baffle. Lower the top panel and push down on it to engage the holding clips. Install the 2 screws under the lint filter cover. Set the timer on 60 minutes on the time dry cycle. Plug your electric or gas dryer into the wall outlet. Open the dryer door and turn the door switch on by pushing and holding it in. Press the push to start switch. If the dryer starts tumbling, you did a good job. That's all it takes to replace the belt on a dryer that is made by Whirlpool. Disconnect the dryer from the wall outlet before proceeding. Remove the lint filter. You could cover this hole with a piece of rag to prevent anything from falling into the blower housing. And remove these 2 screws. Stick a flat screwdriver between the top and front panels like this and pry it out. Put your fingers in between the top and front panel to hold it in, then do the other side. Now you could open the top and lean it against the wall. Grab the belt and push it all the way to the back. Use the corner of a potty knife like this to disconnect the door switch. To be able to remove the front panel, you need to remove these 2 screws. Go ahead and remove the screw on the left. Then the screw on the right. Be careful with the sharp edges on the front panel. Hold the drum with your left hand. With your right hand, pull the panel forward. Disengage the panel from the holding clips on the bottom. And take it right out. Now you can finish removing the belt from around the drum. Grab the drum, lift it to disengage it from the rollers, and take it right out. Remove the belt and the idle pulley. Now you could check and replace the drum support rollers. Most people don't realize that the rollers need to be replaced until they're in bad shape like this. And the dryer sounds like it's running on a flat tire. To replace the bad drum rollers, the first thing you need to remove is this triangular plastic piece. Using a small screwdriver will make the job easier. Remove the bad drum roller. If the plastic triangular piece on the back is good, I just reuse it. I won't replace it. If it is worn out, what I do is I take a small screwdriver and stretch it out. Then I'll remove it. I use a wire brush and I clean the shaft real good. Then I wipe it out. Next, I install the first triangular piece using a small screwdriver to help me out. This one is a little bit harder because you have to push it to the next groove. This piece will stop the roller from sliding too far in. Set the roller in place and install the other triangular piece. Just push it in until it snaps in place. This is the way that the roller is supposed to be rolling. You replace this roller in the same manner you did the other one. The only difference is that you need to remove this bracket. And when you're done replacing the roller, you will need to put the bracket back on. That's the only difference. Now all you have to do is put the dryer back together. Before you install the drum, take a wire brush and clean this track real good. The two drum support rollers are going to ride underneath of the drum on the groove. Grab the drum and set it in place. Make sure that the two drum support rollers are riding underneath of the drum on the groove. Let me show you a little trick to hold the drum in place while you work. Align the screws on the baffle with this hole. Measure from this hole to this screw. It should be about 8 inches. Take a piece of coat hanger wire, make a hook on one end, and bend the other end at 90 degrees. Unscrew this baffle screw about 1/4 inch out. Connect the coat hanger wire between the screw and the back panel like this. The coat hanger wire will hold the drum in place so you could install the belt, the idle pulley, the front panel, etc. Place the belt around the drum. Make sure you place the belt around the drum like this, with the flat surface to the outside. If you have it this way, then you have it the wrong way. Make sure that the ridges or grooves on the belt are facing the drum, okay? Place the idle pulley in these two grooves. Then hold it with your right hand. Place the belt on top of the idle pulley like this and push it through with your finger. Grab the belt with your right hand, push the idle pulley with your left hand, and place the belt around the motor pulley. Place the idle pulley on the two grooves and hold it with your right hand. Put the belt on top of the roller and push it through with your finger. Grab it with your right hand and with your left hand push the pulley and place the belt around the motor pulley like this. When you install the front panel, first you have to hook it on the bottom hooks like this. Go ahead and hook the front panel on the bottom hooks like this. Make sure that when you push in the front panel, the drum is going to ride on top of this felt, like this. Screw in the two front panel holding screws, the one on the left and the one on the right. Remove the coat hanger wire and tighten the baffle screw. Connect the door switch to the wire harness. Check the rear drum seal. If it's not in place like this, stick a flat screwdriver between the seal and the back panel. Turn the drum around clockwise a couple times until you have pulled the seal out and the seal is sealing properly. Lower the top panel, set it in place, and tap on it to lock it up in place. Secure the lint filter housing with the 2 screws. Remove the rag and put the filter in place. That was a way to take the dryer apart and replace the drum support rollers.